All right, this is Ryan Thorpe. He's my roommate, and we are going to talk about how he brews beer. So Ryan, what gave you the idea to brew beer?
Well, Zach, that's a very good question and deserves a good answer. I got into brewing beer because I love drinking beer, and I like drinking good beer, good stouts, good porters, good brown ales, and it's a bit too expensive to buy it. You go buy a 12-pack of Guinness and it sets you back, 20 bucks or something. So instead, you can get 50 or 60 Guinness, what you make for about 50 bucks.
Okay. So how do you go about getting the stuff to make your beer?
Well, it's pretty convenient for me. I have a homebrew store in Olathe, and I think it's just called the Homebrew Store.
Yeah.
Don't even know what it's called. But they sell all the ingredients you need, the kit to get started, if you want a pre-formed kit, and then all of your ingredients. They also sell wine stuff, and if you're interested in mead.
Really?
Yes.
What's
14% alcohol, so you might want to be careful with that one.
What's the main ingredient in mead?
Honey and water.
Honey and water. Sounds pretty simple.
Try it.
So, can you give me a simple rundown of the process of making beer?
Yeah, for the beginners, pretty easy. You can just buy a kit that's already assembled, and so it comes with your main ingredients. So you'll have your malt, which is usually an extract malt, a liquid malt, and you'll boil that in 2 gallons of water for about an hour, and you'll add in your hops at some point during the boiling process. And then once you get it boiled for an hour, you have to cool it really quickly. The quicker the better. And then once it's cooled down to about 70 degrees, you'll add your yeast. And from there, it's just a waiting game.
So what's kind of an average time you have to wait?
Depends on how good of beer you want.
Yeah.
The minimum time that you probably have to wait to drink it is 14 days. But it's better to let it ferment for a month or so, and then let it sit in the bottles for about a month.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you were talking to somebody that wanted to start their own brewing company, what tips would you give them? Buy
lots and lots of bleach. If the slightest thing touches your beer, it'll ruin it, and there's nothing worse than spending $50 for sour beer.
Yeah, definitely.
I still drink it, but it's not very good.
Well, you spent the money on it. You better drink it, right?
Yes.
What has been your favorite beer that you've brewed so far?
So far, my favorite beer has been my IPA, my Indian Pale Ale, and that had about 7.3% alcohol. And you drink a couple of those and knock you on your socks.
Yeah. What's been your worst?
Maybe the one I just brewed. I don't know. Probably the first one I did. Learning a couple things, but it was kind of watery.
Yeah. What do you plan to brew next?
Mead.
Mead?
A good winter warmer, something with a lot of alcohol in it, a little sweet taste.
Yeah.
Maybe like a nutcracker ale, something with a little spice in it. We'll just see.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Ryan, and I can attest to the fact that his beer is pretty good most of the time.
Most of the time.
Thank you very much.